What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Savvy Mike. This is No Filter TV late night edition, might I add, and welcome. We're here to talk about Lil Baby. He dropped 2 tracks this weekend. He dropped In a Minute and Right On. So we're going to get into both of those tracks right now. But first off, Lil Baby has been on a run. Some would say one of the best runs so far this decade. That is probably setting him up to be the guy of the decade. We'll see about that. But right now, Lil Baby is honestly taking over the South. If you ask me, he is the king of the South at the moment. He holds that crown. Future held it for a minute, but right now, Lil Baby got it. And he's running with the baton like it's nothing. I'm loving what everybody from Atlanta is doing. From Young Thug, from Future, from Gunna, YSL, the whole Atlanta is really putting on for the city right now. And Lil Baby is honestly head of the pack, if you ask me. That's just in my opinion. Now, some will say Thug is the head of the pack. Some will say Future is still the OG that he is. And honestly, I will agree with all of you guys. But lyrically, if you ask me, my palette, my choice, the person that I'm going to go with, not 9 times out of 10, because most of the time I'll probably go with Future, because Future is a different type of vibe for me. But Lil Baby, when it comes to rapping and lyrically, I'm taking him. He came with 2 tracks this weekend. He just dropped them out of nowhere. Nobody knew he was coming with these tracks. I didn't know he was coming with these tracks at all. And the first track I heard was In a Minute. And In a Minute, it has this amazing sample to it that a lot of rappers have hopped on lately, but this is Lil Baby's take to it. And honestly, he kills the record in a lot of different ways. First off, it's not really more so a hook on it necessarily. It's more so a freestyle type joint, so he's really just giving you bars. But at the end of the day, it didn't have the type of energy that I thought it should have had. Like, I didn't want him to rap like he was going out of breath or anything like that. I just really thought that with this beat and with the bars that he is providing, it should be, instead of more of a laid back flow, it should be more of a tighter, more faster flow, if you ask me. That's just in my opinion. But other than that, what he came with was really fire. I also love the visuals in the video. You know, cars, clothes, and money. That's the artistic shit we get nowadays. And hey, if you got it, flaunt it. I can't be mad at you. I'm not hating on you. I'm just here listening to the music. And when it comes to the music, Lil Baby is definitely on a different level right now from everybody else. I feel like him and Durk, what they did last year, that was honestly one of the best collab albums I heard since What a Time to Be Alive, if you ask me. Lil Durk and Lil Baby's The Voice and the Hero collab album, that shit was pretty fire. That shit, I was playing that shit all year last year. It was pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, the best collab track I heard since What a Time to Be Alive, if you ask me. But regardless of any of that, In a Minute is a really good track. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 Savs, and we're gonna hop into his next track, which is Right On. He also provided some visuals for this track, but this time the visuals that he provided for this track were pretty interesting because he literally bought or rented, I don't know if one of the Rolls Royce is his and the rest are rented. I'm sure he owns one. I'm not saying he doesn't. Don't come for me. I'm not saying he doesn't own a Rolls. I'm sure he has a Rolls Royce somewhere in his garage that is his. I'm sure he has a few. He rented out or bought a whole bunch of Rolls Royce and rode them through the hoods of Atlanta in this Right On video. And I guess really trying to set the tone for this summer. This is how Lil Baby's coming. This is how he's going to be outside. And this is definitely a track that feels like it was made for the club, feels like it was made to be a club banger. I mean, for my taste, it definitely will go into whatever party playlist I have. It's not the hardest track I heard ever. You know, the hook is kind of lackluster, you know, Right On. It's kind of on the nose. You know, Lil Baby usually comes with something a little bit more clever on his hooks. I wanted something a little bit more clever, but I think he's keeping it simple for a reason. Like I said, it might not be my palette, but at the end of the day, it does still stick how it's supposed to stick. Like, after hearing it 3 or 4 times, you do get the gist of it, and you do see it going off in Magic City somewhere and a whole bunch of people throwing ones. Like I said, that ain't me, but like I said, it will go in the playlist because regardless, it is a good hype track. It is something good to listen to in the gym or something like that. I don't know if it's got Song of the Summer potential. I don't know if In a Minute has Song of the Summer potential. Both of these tracks really hit, and I'm going to give Right On 3.5 out of 4 Savs. Like I said, it's really this is made for the strippers and the trap niggas, and you know, have at it. For me, critically, It's a good song. Like I said, the hook could have been better. The verses could have been a little tighter, but he really made this song to flex the fact that he can drive around with a whole bunch of Rolls Royce in the hood of Atlanta and nothing happened to him because he's Lil Baby. Hey, respect and shout out to Lil Baby. He's definitely killing it. Like I said, I don't know if he's the man for this next decade, but we'll see what happens. It's a lot of other guys that's really, if Kodak could keep his fucking mouth shut, there would be some argument there for him, because musically and talent wise, there's shit else you could say about Kodak. He just doesn't know how to keep his fucking mouth shut. Regardless of any of that, Lil Baby is definitely one of those contenders, and I like to see where he goes. What did you think about both of these tracks? Right on and In a Minute. Like I said, I personally enjoyed them. What did you think about them? Comment below. My name is Savvy Mike. This is No Filter TV. Peace.